Council, I now call this meeting to order. Please be advised that FTV is conducting audio and video recording of this meeting for public broadcast. I ask that anyone else in the audience who is recording this meeting to please identify themselves for the record now by standing and stating their name and city of residence. And seeing none, I ask that all electronic devices be placed in silent mode. Councillor Cruz, would you please lead us in salute to the flag?
Of course. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Councillor Cruz.
Here.
Councillor Di Natale. Councillor Fleming.
Here.
Councillor Green. Councillor Schultz.
Here.
Councillor Van Hassinger. Councillor Walsh.
Here.
President Zarella.
Here.
Councillor Boschman.
Right here.
Councillor Kuchar.
Here.
Councillor Cragen.
Here.
So that is 9 members present. 8. Sorry, I left off Councillor Van Hassinger. My apologies. 8 members.
Thank you very much. Public forum, we have no one on Zoom. If there is anyone in the audience wishing to address the council, you may approach the center podium, identify yourself by name and city of residence and the agenda item on which you wish to speak, and will be given not more than 2 minutes to speak on that item. All right. Seeing none, we will move into announcements. The next meeting of the Widowed Helping Widowed Support Group will take place on Thursday, July 11th from 4 until 5:30 p.m. in room 205 at the Fitchburg State University Recreation Center, 130 North Street. Kelly Lynn and Bernie Schultz will be co-facilitating. The Health Department Outreach and Prevention Division will hold a community Narcan and overdose prevention training on Wednesday, July 10th. At the Fitchburg Armory, 14 Wallace Ave. There will be resource tables along with light refreshments at 6 p.m. and the training will begin at 6:30. This training will teach how to recognize an opioid overdose and when and how to use life-saving Narcan, and a question and answer period will follow. Narcan will be distributed to all who attend. The event is free and open to the public, no pre-registration required. Fitchburg Health Department is an affiliate of the Commonwealth Naloxone Purchasing Program. For any questions, please call Sue at 978-829-1854. The City of Fitchburg has been approved for a grant that allows us to greatly subsidize the cost of backyard composting bins, which are great for anyone with a garden or even indoor plants. Backyard composting is a great way to help alleviate the waste going to our quickly filling landfills and provide a nutrient-rich fertilizer for home plantings. The bins are made of recycled plastics and have easy-to-read assembly instructions available in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. You must be a resident of the City of Fitchburg to qualify, and there's a limit of 2 per household. Pickups of the bins will be at City Hall and will be arranged during the months of June and July. There will be an email notifying you when they are available, along with pickup dates. If there are any questions, they can be referred to Sean Michael or John Francois at the Board of Health, boardofhealth@fitchburgma.gov, or 978-829-1870. Also, please be aware of all of our excellent Civic Days events coming up. Tomorrow, Wednesday, July 3rd, from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., we will have the block party down here on Main Street. There will be all sorts of entertainment, carnival games, food booths, memorial car show, and everything else you can imagine. I find it very fun myself, and I'm going to be taking my daughter. I encourage everyone else to join me down here. And then Thursday, 10 a.m. to noon, will be the 4th of July parade, which will travel from Summer Street to the Upper Common on Main Street. There will be some prizes for best float. Yeah, I'll skip that because it's probably too late for anyone to register. there will be floats. In other words, there will be floats that will be judged and winning prizes. It's always a great event. Even if you don't want to walk the whole route, you can set up at the end and, you know, take the cheaters way out, and we'll still wave to you there. Saturday, July 6th at 4 p.m., Polar Park in Worcester will be the Fitchburg Town Takeover of the Woo Sox game. You can purchase tickets at tinyurl.com/WooSoxTTFLG, which will benefit the Fitchburg, Leominster, and Gardner Boys and Girls Club standing in the town takeover competition. It's also just always a fun time to go and watch some good baseball. And last but not least, on Sunday, July 7th, from noon to 3 p.m. at Riverfront Park, we will have the Amazing Duck Race. We will have floating ducks racing down the Nashua River. And it's a lot cooler than it maybe sounds to begin with. There will also be a ton of food trucks, and there's a bouncy house I see here, food painting, a flying hot dog show.
Flying
okay.
high dogs. Frisbee
Oh,
dogs.
flying hot dogs. Okay.
Flying high dogs. They throw frisbees and they catch frisbees.
Gotcha.
What do we get?
Flying. Oh, okay. I saw a flying blank dog with an H, and I immediately filled in hot dog. That's my fault. Okay, flying high dog show, not flying hot dogs. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint.
It's very hard to read.
Bottom one.
And do we still have ducks on sale on the
You
day
can
of?
purchase
or-
the ducks at the Civic Days block party. They'll be set up right in front of the legislative building.
Excellent. Thank you. And first prize is $1,000. Second prize $750. Third prize $500. Then $250, $100, and there is a prize for the lazy last duck, the last duck that crosses the finish line, as well as a $5,000 lucky duck prize.
Wow.
So again, our civic days have continued to grow and develop, and they're always a ton of fun. I hope everyone will join us downtown.
And Mr. President, if I might,
right ahead, ma'am.
add, in addition to thanking all the volunteers and the sponsors and everyone that puts this together, also like to thank Councillor Green and the Fitchburg Lions Club for numbering all 3,000 of our new ducks that will be racing.
Okay. Well, thank you to Councillor Green and the Lions.
Wow.
Councillor Cragen, go ahead.
I didn't have a chance to write this quickly, but a new group has formed to support our cemeteries. Friends of Fitchburg Cemeteries had a very successful meeting at the mausoleum last night. Councillor Bernie Schultz was in attendance. I just wanted to let everyone know that this does exist. Friends of Fitchburg Cemeteries at gmail.com. That's Friends of Fitchburg Cemeteries, all one word. At gmail.com is how you can get in touch with us. There will be social media, an annual appeal, and a lot of other events, including an equinoctial nature walk on September 22nd. I'll have this written up for you, Mr. President, next time we are together.
Excellent, thank you. And actually, I forgot to ask, Madam Mayor, to whom do we owe the hats?
The Fitchburg Civic Days Committee.
Excellent. Thank you to the Fitchburg Civic Days Committee for the very snazzy hats.
And these will be for sale also, including T-shirts with the new logo, Caps the Duck, tomorrow at the block party.
Very cool. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Any more now? Nope. All set. Report of the Committee on Records. Councillor Walsh.
Thank you, President Zarella. We've reviewed the records, and they appear to be in order.
Make a motion, we accept.
Second.
I have a motion and second to accept the report of the Committee on Records. If there are no objections, we'll take this by unanimous consent. Seeing none, the report is accepted and approved. We have the new appointments letters for 11 Fitchburg State University police officers as special police officers for the City of Fitchburg from Her Honor the Mayor. Sergeant Andrew Himmer, Sergeant Maxwell Summer, Officer Timothy Stewart, Officer Patrick Spooner, Officer Dylan Soldi, Andrew Morris, Ryan McCarthy, Toros Matellian, Grace Kerr, Stephen Ingman, and Michael Chesson. We also have a new appointments letter for the poll workers for the period of September 1st, 2024 through August 31st, 2025. New appointment of James P. McNamara as a member of the Trustees of Public Burial Grounds for a term to expire August 1st, 2027. And new appointment of Michaela M. Horn, the Treasurer and Tax Collector for the City of Fitchburg, as custodian of property acquired by foreclosure of tax titles or acquired under MGL Chapter 60, Section 80. All of those stand referred to the Appointments Committee.
Mr. President, just to note that the Michaela Horn as the treasurer, that's more of a communication than an actual appointment.
Certainly, yes. So noted. The position which Ms. Horn will be filling is by virtue of her office and will not require approval of the Appointments Committee. Report of the Public Works Committee.
Thank you, Mr. President, and I got to say, you did a terrific job with those announcements, as always. There's a lot there. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Public Works Committee met on June 25th. We took up 2 orders after getting a report from the DPW Commissioner Erickson. The first being 091-24, City Councilor Bernie Schultz on behalf of Milk Street residents to connect the existing section of sidewalk on one side of Milk from the corner of Electric Ave to Ellis. After some discussions with Commissioner Erickson and Superintendent Hillman, it was determined the costs were very high, and Councilor Schultz made a motion to leave to withdraw, which was accepted 4-0. So that was withdrawn. The second item was 256-23. Councilor Andrew Kuchar, on behalf of Brian Rufian, to request a burn to be placed from the intersection of Oak Hill to the storm drain just past 394 Franklin Road. Again, after discussions with Commissioner Erickson and Superintendent Hillman, it was determined that it would be best to do this when the road is paved. It was amended as such to make that clear and approved 4-0.
Thank you very much. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
I have a motion and second to approve and accept the report and recommendations of the Public Works Committee. If there is no objection, we'll take this by unanimous consent. Seeing none, approved unanimously. If there is no objection, I will waive reading of the numerous orders that will stand referred to finance. This will be 145-24 through and including 155-24.
So be.
Thank you. Seeing no objection, we'll waive that, and those all stand referred to finance. Next, we have 156-24, an order of declaration to declare for public use for the purposes of completing the Twin Cities Rail Trail Phase 2 project, permanent and temporary easements in certain real estate located along Railroad Street, Sawyer Passway, and Main Street, which are owned by the city. We have a request for suspension of the rules. Can I have a motion to that effect?
Make a motion to approve suspension of the rules.
Second.
I have a motion and second to suspend the rules. If there is no objection, we'll take it by unanimous consent. Seeing none, it is now before us. Solicitor Mead.
Thank you very much, Mr. President and members of the council. So we were here about a month ago relative to the takings of private property. Since that time, the Commonwealth, through the Department of Transportation, requested that the city declare that the city's easements and permanent easements may be used for temporary easements and permanent easements related to the rail trail. And so that's merely what this is. There are there are 6 temporary easements related to grading, construction, sediment control, and things like that. And there are 3 permanent easements. 2 are utility pole relocations, and 1 is a relocation of a utility line. It's a water main, and that's essentially it. And so, but they would like the city council to declare that, in fact, the city may use those easements for the rail trail.
Make a motion to accept 156-24.
Second.
I have a motion and second. If there is no objection, it is unanimously approved. Next, we have 13624, an ordinance amending Chapter 44, Section 10 of the Code of the City of Fitchburg as most recently amended by adding thereto the following grade assignments as outlined in the enclosed ordinance. This is an ordinance in final reading. We have already approved it once. Any further questions or comments from councilors? Can I entertain a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and second to pass 13624 through its final reading to be enrolled, ordained, and advertised. If there is no objection, we will take this by unanimous consent. Seeing none, it passes unanimously. Lastly, we have two items, 15724, Captain Christopher Garcia of the Fitchburg Police Department proposing a new city ordinance aimed at enhancing safety on our streets and addressing quality of life concerns in our community by regulating the use of recreational vehicles on public and private property in Fitchburg. That will stand referred to Legislative Affairs. And 15824, Councillor Boschman and Jeffrey Bean to rename the Oak Hill Road Bridge to the Ron Anson Bridge in honor of Mr. Ron Anson. That will also stand referred to Legislative Affairs. And that concludes our business for the evening.
We adjourn.
I have a motion and second to adjourn. Seeing no objections, we are adjourned.